Good morning, everybody. It is June the 17th, 2016, and time to kick off another trading day. Okay, treasuries are lower in response to yesterday's heavy late selling. A lot of that was profit taking, and the fact that the Brexit odds are lower today than they were yesterday, the start of yesterday. And you might ask, well, why would the Brexit odds be lower today? Well, to upset and change the status quo, it takes a lot of persuasion. And when you set aside those campaigns to persuade people to leave the EU, because the status quo by those that are making money today is favored, and by those that have learned to live with it is favored, and that those that have been hurt by it but have a subsistence living, or they have a little money coming in from it in the form of public support or whatever, they're afraid to let go of that too. So the quieter the campaign for a Brexit gets, the lower the odds of it actually happening. So yesterday we came in, every market in the world was down because of the Brexit and what it would do to the European economy. It would certainly slow things down in England. Recession's more likely. Sell stocks, sell commodities. Then when the Brexit exit became more in doubt, or the odds started to decrease that it would happen, then equities recovered. And that's behind, or it's been attributed or assigned as the reason for the rally in stocks overnight. So we are pointed lower. We do have this spill from yesterday that came right out of the middle in E period. We've got two, so we got a very, very clean break in this 132 area, 132.04. So the first sell is 31 to 03. Obviously 3.5 would be the trade. Then 7 to 11. On the buy side, I think we can trade a little bit lower, so 24 28 by 1, 21.17 by 2. What are the factors impacting today's trading? Quad witching for equities. End of the second quarter, end of the half of the year. That tends to give a trading range. Yesterday's play, 20, 50, 60 puts. 70 to 85 calls. Mathematically, 62.5, 65. So 63 plus or minus for the close on the E-mini today would be the mathematical close. Today's news starts. It's the only news we have, hard news, that could move the market, plus 1.15. The economy says it should come in lower than that. Permits should be lower than starts. Also forecast at 1.15. Starts, when things start to look tough and start to slow down, actually ride high, or can ride high on estimates, because that's how developers and builders get paid. They go out and they break ground, they start a project, they get an advance to do that. And that's why you see a lot of open basements with no finish going on top of it. So that number could come in a little bit higher than forecast if builders are sensing a slowdown. I don't have a strong feeling on it. So I think the first move in the treasuries is lower, but I don't expect it to break. It can buy into weakness and certainly sell failure to take out 132, 132.04. Basically a trading range, first move lower. Okay, looking at the 30-year. Man, this is tough. 14 to 18. R1. Last rotate up in Asia was 22, so We've got a 19 right here, so 19s to 23s, sell 1. 31 to 03, sell 2. On the buy side, got this M period low over here 2, so 2 to 6, 1. And 29 to 01, buy 1. 17 to 21, buy 2. Again, I think probably just going to have to feel out and see what the E-mini does this morning. Gold's off a little bit. Hey, the UK is not leaving the European Union. The bureaucrats have won again. Rules and regulations will continue to be imposed, as will taxes go up. Life is pretty good if you are a bureaucrat. These people are much more powerful, and they're unelected. They're not accountable to anybody. And you can see when administrations come in how nothing really seems to change, and it's because of the entrenched bureaucracies. Okay, I like the long side of gold. Last night we left thinking that 80.82 was a pretty good buy, and we had a low last night of 79, so we did like the buy side better. We've got this little spill right here from 93, so 93, a little bit higher, 94, 96, sell 1, 99.01, sell 2. On the buy side, 80, man, we broke it out at 88, so 85, 88, buy 1, retesting the breakout in the 85 level. Then our 80 to 82 for buy 2. Okay, the euro has recovered somewhat. Draghi speaks at 11 Eastern. He has the potential to have the most impact on the markets today. And we've got a seller at 113 even. Sell 1. 25, sell 2. London's low was 60, so 75, buy 1. Take out 75, they're probably going to take out 60, 50 for buy 2. Sideways day today here. Trading range. Crude oil snapback. Got Baker Hughes rig count. Don't know what it'll be. My guess it'll be higher. Last week for North America it was 479 rigs. In its heyday it was 1,800. That's not depression. That's catastrophic, end of the world type numbers. Any company that was leveraged in the oil field service industry, drilling, is probably gone. Part of the consolidation that's going on now. Okay, crude oil. We've got this 48.32 area. Got 48 even. We're pointed higher right now. We've got volume at 32 for 2 days. We've got the spill from 48 even, so a little higher. I could say 47.75 or better, but let's make it 48, 48 and a quarter. Sell 1. Then 50 to 75, sell 2. On the buy side, 47 even, 47 and a quarter, buy 1. And then 46, 50, 46 and a quarter, buy 2. Nothing's changed in the oil patch. Recovery is going to be hemmed in by all the crude oil that's stored above ground. Probably the strongest thing we had for buying crude oil was Goldman's recommendation that their outlook for crude oil has really soured. You know, Goldman for years would make negative recommendations on a particular stock and buy it all the way down, and then when they had accumulated all they wanted to, all of a sudden the recommendation would go from sell to neutral. Stock would stabilize, and then they'd find a way to write a buy recommendation on it, and then they'd make tons of money. It's the way that firm operates. That firm, whoever named him the vampire squid, tentacles around everything, suck the blood out of everything. That's probably the most apropos name I've ever heard. And why do you do business with Goldman? My guess is out of self-defense. Okay, the E-mini. Interesting day today. We had this 75 to 80 area as pretty stout resistance. We rejected prices a couple of days ago up there. Yesterday we didn't quite make it. So what do we do? Where did we trade to yesterday? And if you don't believe structure counts, to the value area high. This is where the market was sold 2 days ago. And sellers were there. No one was willing to buy it and probe, take it, put it up there based on today's news. The selling got started on Frankfurt, Paris time, hour before London. So 60 to 65 is support, and right now it looks like 73, 75 is resistance. Okay, on the call side, 70s to 85s, but 70 was the big number. On the put side, 50 to 60. It's quad witching hour day today. Usually that can rally a market as the shorts get squeezed, but we'll have to see this time because the shorts are more concentrated and probably have more firepower and sticking power than they do. So the mathematical, if you take 50 to 70, that would give us a close at 60. If you take 60 to 70, that would be 65. So the mathematical close, 62.50, 63. Let's make it 63 plus or minus because of the 65. Starts plus 1.15 could come in higher. I guess. I don't have a strong feeling. Permits could come in lower. The state of the economy should say have permits lower. Atlanta business inflation plus 1.9, which is where it has been. No one pays attention to that. Baker Hughes probably higher than 479. Biggest news event today, maybe it's Draghi speaking at 11. But today is quad witching, and that's probably going to drive the market. So the thing that would screw the most people short term would be a rally today. Okay, going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible. Our first sell on the E-mini is going to be 73 to 75. Might be a little lower. Second will be 79 to 81. Right now we've got a seller at 71. On the buy side, 63 to 65, 61 to 59 for buy 2. And we'll get back in after it as soon as possible.